So this is my old 330. The missus used to drive it, but it caught fire, and it's been parked there now for about, I don't know, about a year at least, maybe more than a year, 18 months. I haven't touched it, so I thought I'd best have a look at it and see if I can fix it and get it going again. All these wires were melted together, so I'm kind of hoping that is what is causing it not to start, and the engine isn't actually fucked. You can see the EGR basically blew out. This blew off out of the EGR a blank, and I'm pretty sure that's where the fire started, because it's melted inlet manifold in that area. Yeah, so I'm going to try to get this 330 diesel back on the road if possible. Worst case scenario, I need a new engine, but if I can fix this engine, I can get this on the road. Plan is I'll paint it the same colour as my 330 petrol one, and then I'll have two of the same. I can drive this one because it'll be cheaper on juice, and then I can just use the other one then for messing about in. Yeah, so that's the plan. Looks a bit of a mess at the moment, but yeah, hopefully it's just because all them wires are melted together and it was shorting out. I can't plug it in to read any of the codes, it won't connect for some reason, so that's another sign of something shorted, or the ECU is dead. I'm hoping the ECU isn't dead, because that'd be a pain in the arse. But yeah, so let's see what I can do, see if I can get it fixed. I'll sort out this bit of wire now, get a battery on it, turn it over and see if I can get any life into it. Fingers crossed. Right, so as you can see, ECU is out and it's fried. I need to get another 184 brake horsepower ECU. Yeah, I need to get another 184 brake horsepower ECU and get the EWS deleted off it and fitted, and then fingers crossed that will run it. I sorted out the wiring on the front, just taped them all up for now. I'm not going to spend too much time on it, just in case I put a new ECU on it and it doesn't work. But I'm hoping new ECU will get it started, and then I'll tidy up the wiring at the front and sort it out. But yeah, fingers crossed, new ECU is needed. So it looks like this is the issue. Not going to start like that. I'm assuming when it caught fire, it's burnt out the ECU as well. No fire has gone near the ECU. I'm assuming because the wires shorted out. The ones to the cam sensor and to the MAF and all that stuff. And it is fried. So it's never going to start the car. So at a minimum, I need a new ECU. Right, so I've got this all wired back up, got the inlet manifold back on. Got everything plugged in I need to. Just need to plug in the ECU and connect up a battery, and I'll see if it runs. So as you can see, runs again, starts easy enough. Now I need to take off the oil filter housing to get access to the oil cooler at the rear. As I said, I need to do the gasket on that. Yeah, so I'll get that off, get that sorted. So I've just stripped everything off this engine that I need to replace. Oil cooler housing, oil filter housing, and the cooler is removed. just 3 bolts holding it on, but they were awkward to get to. Yeah, so that's off. I need a new air filter, EGR blank. I also need to put a more permanent fix on these wires. I just wired them up temporary to make sure the car ran before I done anything else, so I'll sort them out. I may need a new plug here because these wires are very brittle. I'll have a look. Yeah, so there's the bits I've taken off. The EGR was already blanked before, but it had a blank on this end for like the pipework that goes back into the exhaust, and then that basically blew out of there, and that's where I think the fire started originally. I've removed the oil filter housing and the oil cooler because I have a lot of oil in my radiator. There's a sign either that's done, the oil cooler's broke or the gasket's gone. And obviously I've just taken out the air filter because that needs to be changed. Might get like a K&N or a pipe across one for it, not sure yet. But yeah, so I'm just going to buy a new oil cooler rather than just doing the gasket, just in case it is broke. And I'll just put a new oil filter housing gasket on that. Like I said, them bits will go in the bin. My manifold, where it's burnt, there's no holes in it, so I'm probably going to reuse it, save on cost. Yeah, so just a bit of tidying up as well. See if I can tidy up this engine. I'll get a hoover in here and vacuum all the cobwebs out and everything. As I said, it's been sitting here for a couple of years, at least 18 months anyway. Yeah, every time I start it, it seems to run nice, so the engine is probably good. It's just the fact that the fire burnt out the ECU that stopped it from running. I need a new I need a tensioner pulley here as well. I took that off from my brother-in-law's car, and a new belt. I think I cut the belt off as well because it was annoying me. Yeah, so that's how the engine currently sits. I need to get them parts ordered, a new oil cooler, oil filter housing gasket, EGR blanket, new tensioner. I'll order them in the week. I'll bring you another episode once I fitted all of them. I'll get the car running, get the engine all tidied up, and then I can move it into the unit then, put it on the ramp and have a look at underneath. I think it's pretty solid. I jacked it up earlier on, and all 4 jacking points are all nice and solid, so just have a look at the rest of the underneath of the car. I think it needs suspension, so I'll probably get coilovers for it. Not really sure yet, but that's probably the plan. I'm not sure if I'm keeping it or if I'll sell it. Either way, I'll get an MOT on it, and I'll decide from there. Yeah, so just doing it in my spare time is better than letting it rot away. I did start working on it a few months ago when I originally got it running and sorted out the wiring, and then I just left it for ages and forgot about it. But I'm back on it now, so hopefully this time I'll sort it out. I get waylaid very easy and end up starting working on another car. Really, I should finish each project as I go along. So plan is get this one MOT'd and on the road. As I said, I'll either sell it or I'll drive it, I'm not sure yet. But yeah, at least it'll be one project car finished and out of the way. I like the idea of having another 330 diesel again. It's cheaper on juice than my 330 petrol, and they're not really slow. Probably could weld the diff, fit a hydro on it, and it'd probably skid. Yeah, not sure. So not sure what the plan is yet. But yeah, hope you enjoyed. If you are watching, like, subscribe, share, all of that stuff, and yeah, I'll see you in the next episode.